Yep. Oh yeah, buddy. Out for a quick ride, and hopefully this is taping and you can hear me, otherwise, well, I suppose you won't see the video, will you? I've been having problems with the video. Sorry, the sound not working. So, it's new speakers as well. I know it's a little bit more, I don't know, scratchy. But anyway, out for a ride today with David. He's on his 701, I think it's a 21 model. We'll talk about, maybe catch up and say what he's done to it. He does like talking about his bike, so that's good. He's got that exhaust. I don't know what it is. It's bloody loud. I wish it was a little bit quieter. Now, I don't have my glasses on today. I've actually forgot my glasses, my inserts. So I'll tell you what, so I need it for distance. So I can't pick up little things either on the trail, so it's quite scary. I'm hitting things I don't even see, so yeah, anyway, we'll get through the day. It's only a quick run today. So yeah, you've got the 701, I think it's a 21 model, pretty nicely set up. So we'll just keep the camera on him for a little bit, up through here. A bit of an update on the on my 690. I forgot what I said last time, but I started having, it was always a little bit, there was a really bad flat spot at probably first quarter of the throttle. It was really terrible, it wasn't good at all. And then the bike started stalling all the time, and so it wouldn't idle. And you go into Google and there's, into the rabbit hole of Google, there's so much things about these things stalling. So what I ended up doing, I put a new fuel pump in it and filter. The fuel pump had been changed. It wasn't a standard fuel pump, but it looked like it had been changed some time ago, you know, years ago, because you just heard by the colour of it. It was discoloured, and the filter was absolutely terrible, blocked. So once I changed that, the flat spot had gone, everything beautiful. The bike ran really well, went for a good ride with some other guys. I did start videoing it, but I got a flat tyre and all went pear-shaped basically. And I might actually put that footage up, the first part of that footage, so you see what happens. Alright, so, but then after we had some bad rain out here for over 3 weeks of rain, flooding and everything, so no riding for nearly a month. And long story short, this thing started stalling again, badly, you know what I mean? It just wouldn't idle. As soon as you pull up, it'd stall. Yeah, so, you know, so what I had changed to it too, which I'll actually show you what I've got, which I've actually put that pod footer on, and also with the little storage box you can put underneath the seat. So I looked at maybe retuning it, so changing the mapping, because they do run lean, and maybe, oh that was steep, so maybe with the fuel, more air, it's running even leaner. So all I did was change the TPI setting, just a bit to richen it up from idle, and it's solved. I think it's idling, it's working okay. But today's ride, the throttle's now sticking on, so the throttle's not backing off, which is quite scary. So everyone knows about that. On a motorbike, it's not much fun when your throttle sticks. So it's not releasing. So, and the cable doesn't seem, you know, snagged anywhere, so we'll have to pull that off and have a look at that. That's what happens when I said before in my first review about buying second-hand bikes and old bikes. Like I said, this is over 10 years old. You know, you just start finding problems, but you know, hopefully we get it all sorted. But at the moment the bike's running really well. That new fuel filter and pump, it's really good. Let's see, these people let us pass. Some do, some don't. You know, some are very kind. Some people actually hate bikes, so they don't let us pass. Thanks, mate. Now, I actually come down here on my T7, and I'll leave the footage on. It was all washed out badly, and we're hoping they fixed it all. And I'll leave the camera on and show you some of the damage that's happened. Hopefully the bloody sound's working. There we go. Good run, mate. All right, we'll go past him. So yeah, just down here it was washed out. And so just slow down, mate, okay? Just slow down. Just let him know it's that it was not all good. It was pretty washed out, pretty bad. And I'll tell you what, without my glasses, God, it's hard. So if anyone who wears glasses, you, like I said, I don't need them for reading, I need them for distance. So everything's just that little bit blurry. And I can't, it really pushes you off balance because you can't focus on anything. So when it gets a little bit uneven, I can't see the unevenness, if that makes sense. Alright, so the washout, guys, I think I deleted the footage. Actually, I'll put up some photos, so the photos are hopefully up now. They don't really show you justice how bad it really was. But there has been plant working up here, doing the fire roads and all that. And I know I was speaking to the dozer driver, the council asked them if they could fix it. That was last week. But it was damaged, bad. So, here we go, we're just down here. Oh dear. So you can just see how much. So you can see, this is where it was all washed out down here. Right, yeah. Just here. This, I mean, they've done a great job. And my photos that I sent you doesn't show justice of how bad it was. It was really bad. Yeah, yeah. But when you get around this, I wouldn't have been able to get any further through here anyway if I did get through. Because around here, have a look to your right hand side of the slippage of all the slides, mud slides and all.
Yeah, back there, you'd go around a corner, you wasn't sure if there's going to be a bloody road.
Yeah.
You just had to go a little bit more carefully.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if you see me, just I can't see. Like, I can't see if there's a rise or a lower part of it, you know what I mean, my eyes. Yeah. And a couple of times I've hit something, I didn't know there's actually a bit of a trench, and I've gone in, I went, oh! So,
it's cool.
Isn't it? So I'm happy when we get in the sun, I'll be able to see a bit better.
Yeah, and I had to put my visor up because with glare on my sun,
yeah.
I've just had to put that up. Yeah.
Alright buddy, we'll keep going.
Yeah.
This four-wheel drive will be on us. Alright, I'm going to turn the camera off now because we're back on the road, and I'll turn it on when it gets a bit more, I don't know, better than what this is. We'll just go through this crossing. There we go, across here. There we go. Alrighty, we'll catch up later. Look at this, bud. Beautiful. Alright, bloody hell, it's Pitt Street today. We've got cattle, we got, you name it. Rightio, it's she's pretty boggy in parts. I've just turned the camera on again. Yep, we've had a lot of rain. Here comes David. The bike's, well, seems like it's still idling. Right, he's going to get the gate. Woo! Alrighty, so this is where we'll get a little bit nasty now. So we'll see how we go. Oh dear, look at that. So that's why I can't see with my glasses. The camera picked that up. But if I went to the left, gee, it was a ½ metre hole. So yeah, I'll have to take it really easy. So yeah, if you want a new experience and you want a bit of a thrill, just ride with your eyes closed. Let me know how you get on with that one. That's what it feels like. Can't see jack shit. And this throttle, oh, it's terrible. I've actually got to back it off myself, if you know what I mean, so it doesn't release itself. So the right hand's getting a bit sore. We'll just make sure old mate David's coming. But anyway, don't want to whinge, do we? No. I can hear his bike. Here he comes. Wish I could see. That'd be good. I did a little bunny hop then. Yeah. Used a little bit of rocks, the bunny hopper hole. I've also got a fuel dongle coming for this. Oh shit, what the hell? Well, I've got a fuel dongle coming for this as well. I didn't see that to the last minute, so that wasn't pretty. The old legs were on the side and everything. Yeah, so I've got a fuel dongle coming. So that apparently that helps it just richen it up a little bit. So we'll see how we go, eh? Only thing I haven't done to this yet, oh dear, is check the clutch plates and all on it. So it is working okay, but I would like to check them and make sure everything's okay. Just so we don't want to have a failure on a big ride. I know the camera's not picking it up, we all know that, but man is this bad, this track. We'll just stop up here, have a bit of a break. I've got to go and do a wee-wee. But there's still more to come. Have a quick break. Oh, I've got to give my right hand a rest. Normally it's at night, I've only got to give it a rest when I'm by myself. Oh, that's what I'm going to do now. Oh, that throttle, it's terrible. Oh, well, it's hard to... Yeah, but it's even hard when you're right. It's even hard to turn it. Alright, we just stopped for a nice little bit of a chat and a bit of a rest. David's just have a bit of a run in front. We'll get some footage. I know with this camera I've got to try to stay close. In other words, it's just, if I don't stay too close, it looks too far, so you can't see the bike anyway. So. Where these lighter bikes, don't they? They just they handle this rocky stuff a lot better, don't they, than the heavier bikes. We've got a bike coming the other way. They've seen that. So it is a Sunday. I don't normally ride on Sunday. If you do subscribe to my channel, you know that normally. But because of the weather, rain, and David asked to go for a ride, so, and just to make sure that the bike does break down, I have someone with me. And that doesn't show you I've got much confidence in the KTM, does it? But anyway, so far the old girl is still going, which is good. That's what we want them to keep doing. Oh, a bit too close to him then. He roosted me. This is a little rock garden, this one. Woohoo! There you go, we're back just enough. Otherwise I would have got sprayed with water. Hey! Woohoo! This way! Oh, hang on, we've got a bit of muddy here. What have we got up here? Oh, look out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, good. Four-wheel drive coming just at the right time. When in doubt, power out. Alright, remember that. When in doubt, power out. I don't know. It works for me. Alright, we're heading home now. It was only a quick ride. Yeah. Oh, I think he wants to stop over. We could have stopped up a bit further up, but this will do, I suppose. Wants to do a wee-wee. What year model is it, David?
21.
21.
Yeah.
Outback Mototech crash bars. I had that on my 701.
Yep.
What else have you got? So you're not going to put any radiator protection on it or not, mate? You think you're going to...
I don't know, like, it looks pretty reasonable.
Yeah, they do, but I would personally. I would, mate. You see the mudguard on mine before you do a wee-wee? See how it's got the vents in it?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're small as well, mate, because you'll get stones in that, for sure. Yeah. Anyway, you're a grown man, you do what you want to do.
No, I'm sort of open to suggestions on this stuff. I don't hold any
Yeah. So just very quickly, mate. So it's, oh, you do your wee. Do your wee. I know it's been done. So you've got your B&B bash plate on it. He's got another fuel filter in here, which he's put in himself. He's very proud to say it's a Ford filter, Ford Falcon filter. So he doesn't want any dirty fuel at all getting into his pump. Yeah. Oh, have you had your rear done? Oh, okay. So he's got his rear shock done by shock treatment. Now he's got the tank in it too, the under seat tank. So they're 4.9 litres. 6 litres. That's right. Yeah, 6 litres. So he's got that. So you at least got a 400k range, fuel wise.
It's got the fuel torque.
Yeah, the fuel torque. Okay.
Which reduces fuel consumption a little bit.
Okay. It richens it up a bit, does it?
Yeah. But it rides so much better.
Okay.
Gives it more flexibility.
You've got the bark busters on it, which is a Storm.
Storm.
Yeah. All right. So I've got them on mine. My T7. Yes, I've got that on my T7. They're bloody good. Your screen, that works. You're happy with that screen?
Yeah, it works really well.
Yeah.
Works really well.
Okay, then, because you've looked at it, it's pretty as high as mine.
LED headlight, good
Yep.
low beam, shit high beam.
Yeah. I can say that the headlight itself is good because for me, on my little mirrors, I can see it nice and clearly.
It's good on low beam.
Yeah.
The high beam's crap.
Yeah.
It's no better. I've got Michelin heavy duty tubes in it.
So have I, and you've got 606 in the front. Oh, the rim lock didn't come with it, do they?
No.
Yeah, so you put the rim lock in it, same as me. I put the rim lock on it. Your carry racks, what are these?
They're Outback Motorette as well.
Yeah, okay.
And it's the Perrin, is it? The Perrin top rack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've got to get one of those yet.
And I've got the
Oh,
Vanash.
I didn't see that either. Yes. So
So
it stops all the rubbish falling into your fuel.
and I've put an extra power point in there. That's live, constant live.
Oh, rightio then. Yep, no worries.
And it's got the secondary air valve delete on it.
Secondary air valve delete.
Yeah.
What's that, mate? I've never heard that one.
It's the emission control stuff.
Oh, yes, I took that out of my my KTM I had once.
And the carbon canister's been removed.
Yeah, okay then. Yeah. Bloody big things, aren't they, too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, your foot pegs aren't standard?
Yeah, they're KTM rally.
Yeah. They're big suckers, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're freaking awesome.
Look at that.
They're really good. Really good.
I don't know why they don't have a flexible bloody lever on them.
I know.
I crashed once on my 701 and I bent it. It's just don't understand why they don't do that. Oh, and I like these little loop bag. What are they? Giant loop. So they're just handy for these little day rides, aren't they?
Yeah.
So what do you got in them? What do you got in them? Do you remember?
I've got tubes,
Yeah.
nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
tools,
Yeah.
puncture repair.
Yeah.
Compressor.
Yep.
First aid kit.
Oh, first aid kit there.
Up there.
Yeah. So I see what you do. Yeah. Okay.
Put all my riding gear.
Yep. And you got your wings exhaust, what I spoke about. I think it's a bit loud. That's only my opinion.
Standard gearing.
Standard gearing, which,
Wheel.
yeah. You're not going to change anything else now? You happy with it?
Front end, I'm going to, and I've got the fork boots over the fork, through the gators.
Oh.
Over the fork.
There you go. Something I didn't notice either.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep.
Got those.
Yep. Rightio.
Thing left I'm really going to do on it is the front suspension. I might put the Del Saggio inserts in it.
Rightio then. Yeah.
It's just a bit harsh, I find.
Yeah. Okay.
With
Yep.
these, apparently everybody says it, but
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
apart from that, it's wonderful.
All right then. Yeah. So you've done it because I had my 701. I absolutely loved it, and as you know, I've spoken to you about that, and it was the biggest thing I did selling it. Shouldn't have done it.
Tons of power.
I think they're worth it, mate. I had one for and they work beautifully.
Compact.
Yep, they're good, and they're tough too, mate. I fell off pretty hard on mine, and all it did, it grazed it
Yeah, they're compact.
on concrete too. You know, across a weir. You know, the slippery stuff. You know, I went.
And I need to do something with this. Like
Yeah, I mean, I've got mine's a bit too soft, but it's a more deflection. But you can see how I've done mine. It's pretty easy to do because I have heard a lot of these breaking the cylinder here, so the bolts. Something's come up and hitting it.
I'm going to put something on mine
Yeah.
to sort that out.
So there you can see what I've done, mate. I've just bent mine up nicely there, and it's just enough if anything does hit it. You know.
Oh, the other thing I've done is put the heavy duty rear subframe bolt.
Yeah, that's right.
Top and bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means if some people don't even realise that, but underneath here, I might have to show them when I take mine off. is there the bolts that hold the dank on here as well, and down the bottom. You should replace those, and it doesn't cost much to replace them.
No.
The bolts there, you get them from Rally Ray, don't you?
Yeah.
Because what you've done, that's what I did to my 701. I don't think I've ever showed you yet, one of my videos yet. Very quickly, what I've done to mine is mine's got the tanks on it, just so they can see. I've got the fuel, this underneath here. So that's where David has his on his. That's why he carries those little bags on the side, his little panniers.
I've also got another wire socket connected in here where I can plug straight in from there to go straight into my panniers.
Yeah, okay.
So I can charge things while they're in the panniers.
Oh, okay.
I'm running the ADV Works panniers.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm getting panniers yet for it or not. Definitely got to get back a luggage rack here. I want to get one of those, but I'm happy for mine are soft bags like yours, and they can sit on there quite nicely. So that's my little lead I have that I can hook up to.
Yep.
I can use that in my power, as you know that, don't you? But I can use that to pump on tyres.
All I've done is put a socket in the front, and I've also got one under the seat. Yeah.
All right, mate. We'll keep heading on. So I'll edit this stuff out now. So, at some stage when we go up here?
Videoed that.
Yeah.
Oh right, sorry, I didn't realise.
Yeah. So I'll leave it running now. So hopefully it's working because my volume hasn't been working.
Oh, right.
There's nothing worse, mate. I done a review of my Tenor 8 last week.
Yeah.
I got home, all you can see my hands going like this. There's no bloody sound, didn't work. So fingers crossed it's working.
Yeah.
Do you want to, at some stage when we get through the bit of the gnarly bit up the hill, do you want to swap bikes for a quick run?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, more than. Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to have a feel of the old girl. Bedroom. Alright, so off we go. We're gonna swap bikes in a minute when we get through some of this gnarly stuff. I'm in putt mode and he's taken off in race mode. Can't catch him, he's gone. Oh, road closed. Okay. Don't know if I've seen that earlier. That might have just been earlier. And it had some land slippage. I want to show you all up through here, all washed down, all the mountain to our left. So you can just see up here, guys, all through here you can see, all washed away. You couldn't have got through. Where is it? There as well. There's a worse one just up here, I think. Yeah, here I think it is. Have a look at this. Now, before you couldn't see this, have a look at this. Have a go at that. Look at that. That was not like that. This was all covered in with trees and you name it. Look at it. It's all washed down. All washed down there. That is crazy. Imagine if you were unlucky enough to be here at that time when that's all slipped. Come down. Oh, do you see that? Almost caught my handlebars. Almost. Woohoo. That would have been fun. We're going to swap bikes.
And it's got the quick shifter.
Oh, has it?
And it's got traction control.
Oh, shit.
Like you can come out of corners and pin it and it just holds the line.
Rightio.
Yeah, the quick shifter's not good at low revs.
Rightio.
Once you get a crack in, it's fine.
Alright.
Here you go.
Remember the throttle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so as soon as I get on this thing, it naturally, because mine's got the front fairing on it, it feels really like I'm over the top on it. I can't ride where his brake levers are, they're really down low. So it's more responsive than mine, than my 2011 model. I'll give it that. The throttle, but my throttle's a bit hard at the moment, so it makes it feel a little bit harder than what it is. Harder pull, that is, the throttle. It's funny, you know. I actually like the suspension on my girl. So he's got traction control on this. I have to say, the back is really good on this, but the front forks are terrible. It's like there's no giving them. It's so yeah, he needs to definitely do something to the front forks. The back shock is so much better, but it doesn't feel like it's got any more power than mine, but it is more responsive. So off the bottom, it's really nice and smooth, a lot better than mine. Maybe my fuel dongle might improve that. The motor is definitely quieter than mine. Mine seems to have a little bit more rattles in it, and it's got the quick shifter in it. So I still use the clutch, but you don't have to use the clutch. Maybe, I think it has got more power than mine. Yeah, I don't like that traction control. I went to spin the back wheel then to steer it out of the corner, and it's it wouldn't spin the wheel. But the motor is so much quieter than mine. But then again, mine's got 30,000 k's on it now. But you can definitely tell it's you definitely tell it's a newer bike. It feels like I was over the hangers because I've got the front fairing on it, so it felt like an enduro bike, see?
tell me your thoughts.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you mine.
Yep. The motor, for starters, you can tell it's a newer motor.
Oh, yeah.
Smooth as, but don't get caught at my throttle. My throttle feels harder because it's not right, you know what I mean?
That's a lot more flexible down low.
Yes, this has got more bottom end, hasn't it? Is that what you just said then?
Yeah, no, I think it's a little bit softer down low.
Yes.
It's a lot easier to pull out of corners. You've got to chase the gears a
I
little
was
bit.
about you said the word about it's more chunkier. You can chuck up more about on this, can't you?
Yeah.
Don't you reckon?
Yeah. That's got to be the top end.
Well, I was saying through there, my camera's on, by the way. I'll edit anything out that you don't want to hear. Yeah, I was saying back there, right, because that's got about 62 horses. These have got about 72. That's heaps lighter because it hasn't got traction control. These are 148 wet, where these are up a bit more than that.
As it is now, it's 166
Yeah,
kilos.
so I don't know what that would be. I know it's 172 wet with full tanks, right? But the standard, but if they were standard without the stuff on them, they're around about 8 horsepower more than what these ones have, okay? I was commenting through there saying, it hasn't really got too much power until it went past the mid-range. Oh, yes it has. Yes it has. I forgot what mine was like.
The handlebars are higher on that.
Yeah, that's because of these. I didn't like it at first either.
It's good. I actually prefer it.
Because you're taller than me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 5'9". You have to be like 5'10", are you?
6.
Are you?
Yeah, 163.
There you go, yeah.
So that's, that feels empty around the front.
Yeah. Well, but I was starting to get you. I mean, I can't drive where your controls are.
Because yours are a lot higher.
Yeah, you got them. I don't tell it. You really got them in the wrong spot. You really got to raise them. It helps this sort of angle.
But when you're on standing up and your hands are...
No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. But I'm not telling you how to do it. We can talk. We'll talk another day about that. Yeah, but once I got over that weird feeling like I was going to go over the hangers, I got used to it. Well, you might not agree with me here, right? I reckon my front forks are better than yours.
Yeah, they're softer.
Your rear is fine. Your front forks, you've got to do something terrible.
Yeah.
It is terrible, mate. When I was jumping, they just go like they're almost like they're rock solid.
Yeah, they're bang.
Yeah. And like you're saying, so you got a rear shock that's really good. The front,
It's hard.
terrible.
Yeah, I've actually backed the compression damping off.
Yeah, it's what it's doing. I can feel what it's doing. It's just going through the stroke, mate, too quickly, and it's just hardening up. That's what it's doing. So yeah, I just get them. You don't have the big bend. Just get them revalved, mate. You'd be amazed the difference. Because you got the rear shock, which was beautiful. At the front, I was jarring my hands. I went bang. I went, God.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Yep. I love that motor, but can I have that motor, please?
No.
And put that in that.
No, it's good.
It's amazing.
It felt big.
Hey?
It just felt big.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Front.
It does. You get used to it, like anything, but and it's still just a light bike, isn't it?
But it's good. Up through
Isn't it?
was good. It was good. It wasn't as intimidating as that.
Yeah, isn't it? That's what I thought. When you get on this is like more hot. Oh, geez, whoa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a bit more lazier. Yeah, that's a good way of explaining it, I think.
Intimidating.
No. But the throttle, I think it might be a little bit not right, because like you said, when it's normal lighter, it does have a bit more. It feels a little less responsive because it's not right.
That's fly by wire.
Yeah, well, that's so touchy. You just move it. I don't like your traction control, mate. I almost crash because I steer with the back, see?
Yeah.
So I try to open it and steer it and it wouldn't do it.
But it still lights up.
Nah, it did, but it broke. Not how I want to do it. It just didn't do it, yeah. I'd had that right off. But each their own, mate. Each their own. Oh, yeah, I loved it. Except for the forks, I could tell why
That's the big thing that I want to do.
Yeah. It just brings back memories of me 701, how that was like. But the mid-range, the top end on this thing, we'll have to have a drag on the road one day. This thing is just, that wheelie's easier than what mine does. Mine doesn't wheelie like, this thing's like, brings back to me when I had my 701, like I did up there again, mate. It just went, oh.
Oh, yeah, it's good. I love it.
But the motor, the smoothness, really good.
It's like a little trail bike.
It is.
Yeah.
It's funny how you get used to your own bikes, isn't it? When you jump onto someone else's.
And it's a bit different to a GS 1200 Adventure.
So overall with mine, didn't feel too much like a peg, did it?
No, it's cool.
Yeah, okay.
It's cool.
Thanks for the ride.
Thank you. And thanks for the feedback.
Yeah, as soon as you get back onto this, you can feel the difference. It's just not as responsive as what his is. His is so much more responsive. And that's just, evolution with the motor, Yeah, his front forks are, that's the only thing I think I'd need to change to that bike if that was mine. Get those front forks revalved. it was just pushing through the stroke too much. So it was banging through, so blowing through the stroke and just basically seizing up, bottom out or whatever it was doing. It wasn't nice. But his has definitely got more punch. There's no worries about that. It's definitely got more punch. And like without the front fairing, it felt like the old lizard. Yeah, it feels like I was over the front wheel. Like it felt like a proper enduro bike. Without the front screen, like I've got on mine. That was good to have that quick ride. Even that short ride I felt pretty comfortable on it, barring how he's got his controls. But everyone's different to their controls. So yeah, barring his controls, the traction control I didn't like. I'd have that off because, like I said, I do steer with the back wheel a bit, especially on the Tenere, the T7. You often find a lot of blokes do that with the big bikes. They steer with the rear. So I like that. So there you go. He didn't think mine felt too much like a pig, which is nice. I don't know if he's being polite. Yeah, so his is, I just noticed like that, his will actually wheelie a lot easier. So it's got that more responsive motor. But anyway, I've got what I've got. And I paid a lot less than what he did. So he's a lot more money than what this is. Oh, there was one thing I noticed differently, which I noticed with this bike, is that when you jump it, it does, which is not bad actually, it actually stays a little bit lower at the back. So when you jump like this, the back stays low. So I'm not sure, but why it does that, but it does. Because it has got a bit of weight at the front, the fuel tanks, but they're empty at the moment. There's only I think I've only got about maybe a litre in front in both ones. They just back up. So yeah, it was good to have a ride on one of those, the newer ones, even though I had one. It just refreshed how good the motors are, how smooth, and Definitely a lot quieter than this old tappily thing. Alright, so that might do it. Nothing really exciting now, this is this big dirt road. Nothing too exciting. Just a quick ride. We'll catch up later. Alrighty, see yous.